Hi everybody and welcome to our Hedgehog half hour. So we've got your hedgehogs ready. Place it to the side of your left foot for me and bring your feet and knees about hip width apart. Lovely. Get those toes nice and wide, knees nice and soft, and weight equal between the ball of your foot and your heel. Make sure your pelvis is in neutral for me, belly button to spine. Brought that lower tummy, ribs in and down, and shoulders roll up to your ears. Roll them all the way back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw them down into your back and lengthen up from the top of the head, chin. There's a couple of breaths before we start. Breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. And one more for me, breathing in and out. Lovely, good. Now place your left foot just on that track which is closest towards you, just on the edge there. Shoulder blades into your back for me. Just think about taking the weight into that left foot and then back down. So think about keeping the hips nice and even. We don't want to hitch this right hip up. Belly button to spine. Taking weight into that foot. Releasing that fascia underneath that foot. Good, and one more. Into that foot and down. Now come into a squat. Squat, come up, take the weight. Squat. Make sure knees are over the toes, bottom out behind you, nice long spine. And I just flex my foot just to lift, so I'm not having to hitch my hip up. Now let's add a knee lift. Take your weight, knee lift, nice balance, and down. Squat. Take the weight, knee lift. Don't stomp that foot down if you can help it. Good. Take the weight, knee up and down. Last one. And squat. Take the weight, knee up and down. And step off. Have a little walk. Lovely. Turn and face your hedgehog. So it's here arched over in front of you, shoulder blades into your back, soft knees, tuck your chin. Roll your shoulder, let's gently articulate our spine. All the way down. Nice and long for the arms, round for the back, knees are soft for your hands to your hedgehog. Now I want you to flip your hedgehog over. So we're seesawing side to side, place the hands on for me. Take a breath in. Breathing out, relax the head and straighten the backs of the legs. Release the knees. And again, breathe out, straighten the backs of the legs. Go soft through the body, nose, gently towards those knees. And then release. And one more. Straighten the backs of the legs, relax that spine. Now keep the legs long. Take the weight back into the hands. And lift the heels off, trying to keep the legs straight. And roll the heels back down, then soften the knees. Straighten the backs of the legs, take the weight into the hands and peel the heels off. Good. Roll those heels down. Take your weight back and soften your knees. Two more of those. So straighten the legs, weight into the hands. Peeling those heels off. Get that lovely stretch on the back of the legs. Lower the heels, rock the weight back, soften the knees. And last one for me, straighten the legs. Weight comes forwards into the hands slightly and lifting off. Relax that head. Roll all the way down and soften the knees. Grab hold of your hedgehog side to side here. Relax the head, breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to round the spine. Draw your tailbone down towards the floor, bring your hedgehog with you, coming all the way up. Place the shoulder blades into the back and gently uncurl the head. Have a nice little roll. Thumbs down facing me, feet to hip width apart. Hold that hedgehog in front of you, take a breath in. Fix the hips, breathing out, rotate through the right. But keep that hedgehog in line with the chest. Don't let it go around the body, keep the arms long, and then come back in front of you. And now to the left, rotate, keep the hips forwards. And then come all the way back. Lift the hedgehog up and bring it behind the back of the head, elbows wide. Breathe out and rotate to the right. And then breathe into centre. Keep at the back of the head. Rotate to the left. And breathe into centre. Bring it all the way down. Turn to the right for me. Take a breath in. Chin to chest, soften the knees, round the spine. Let's gently articulate all the way down to the floor. Arms long, relax. The back of the head and the neck all the way down. Relax it here. Flip your hedgehog over. Arms long. And then gently uncurl. Draw your tailbone down as you uncurl. So you're bringing that pelvis underneath that spine. And then gently rolling up through that back. Keep the chin down, work up through the spine. Face the shoulders, uncurl the head and the neck. And then have a nice little roll. Lovely. Okay, turn back to face me. Place your right foot here on that track closest towards you, okay? So think about keeping this pelvis nice and in alignment. Belly button to spine for me, shoulder blades into your back. And take the weight. And down, and again, take the weight, and down, keep tall for the spine, take the weight, keep those hips neutral, and down, and then take the weight, and down. Now we're going to do a knee up, take the weight, knee up, and down, and again, take the weight, knee up and down, again and again. So think about the same speed up as the same speed down. So take the weight and down. Now let's add a squat. Squat, take the weight, knee up and down, and squat. Take the weight. I'm much more wobbly on this side, and down. You may have one side more wobbly than the other. It's completely normal. Take the weight. Good. 2 more, and squat, bottom out. Take the weight. Knee up and down. Last one. Squat. Take the weight. Knee up and down, and step off. Have a little walk. Very good, well done. Okay, so now we're going to turn our hedgehog so it's seesawing side to side, and I'm going to bring my bottom onto the hedgehog. Okay, so it's going this way, side to side. And I'm going to shift my bottom slightly forwards on my hedgehog. Hold the backs of the thighs, feet and knees hip width apart. And then I'm going to pull my tailbone round and under. So now my hedgehog is flat and the back of my pelvis is in the centre of my hedgehog. Bring my hands together. So my knees go to the left, my upper body goes to the right, and I push my left hip down. Knees to the left, upper body to the right, push my left hip down, use the obliques in your waist, and then put it back to centre. Now the other way. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, push that right hip down, and squeeze the centre. Now stay in this tuck. Good, then again, knees to the left, arms to the right, and pull back the centre, keep the tuck. And again, push down, breathe, and come up. And again, push away to the left with those legs, push the hip down, and up, keep the shoulders down as well, and to the right. So really working into that waist. Let's do 1 more each side. Keep the feet nice and light on the floor. Push down with the hip and up. Last one for me. Push down with the hip and up. Roll up through the spine for me. Hug those legs, round that spine. Very nice. Good. And then gently uncurl. Great, okay. So let's come down in front of our hedgehog and we're going to turn him round. So we're about the width of your thumb to little finger. See, thumb to little finger, roughly from your hedgehog. And then I'm going to take my legs nice and long out in front of me. Okay, so if you find this difficult on the way up, you just need to move your hedgehog slightly closer towards you. That does make it a little bit easier to get up, okay? But you do need to round your spine. You can't come up with a straight spine. So arms up here, tuck your tailbone and roll yourself down onto your hedgehog. Good, place yourself, come up and over. Now, if you don't like to dangle your head, place your head between your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. If you can, lengthen and drop the head back. But if that makes you dizzy, then please don't do it. Either reach the arms away or reach the elbows down, dependent on the position of your arms for me. And then arms come over, roll your chin to your chest. Good. Pull your rib cage down towards the hips and round your spine off. Come up nice and tall, flex the feet, reach forwards to those toes. Lovely. And again, float the arms up. Place the shoulder blades into the back, relax the feet, tuck the tailbone, see how I round my spine. And I'm going to place my spine on the hedgehog. I'm going to go all the way over. But if you want to support your head, that's absolutely fine. And if you are all the way over, then let the ribs go, let the ribs move. You're going to really stretch away, feel it right down to the front of your hips if you can. And then arms over. Roll your chin to your chest, slide your rib cage down, and then peel yourself off of your hedgehog. Feels good. Flex your feet, come tall, and then reach forwards to those toes. I think we should do one more of those for luck. So nice and tall, arms up, relax the feet, nice and glued to the floor. Tuck your tailbone, off we go. Place your spine on your hedgehog, don't go plop, and then all the way over. And then stretch either hands away or elbows to the floor, dependent on your upper body position. Good, feel that stretch happen. Let your bum, though, go heavy into the floor. Try not to let your bum go light. So keep your bottom down. And then arms come over, roll your chin to your chest. And then gently round your spine off of your hedgehog. Come tall, flex your feet and reach forwards to those toes. Brilliant, very nice. And then gently come back. Okay, so we're now going to come shoulder blades. So the middle of your shoulder blades needs to go on the top of your hedgehog. So not your head and your neck. That's dangling over the edge, as you can see here. It's the middle of my shoulder blades. And then I take my hands behind my head and I support the weight of my head. And you can see here how that lifts and lengthens my spine up, but my bottom stays down on the floor, okay? And in fact, I'd like you to come into a little bit of a tilt. So pull your pelvis slightly around like this. So your buttocks are just slightly engaged, not too much, but your lower abdominals are nice and engaged. I don't want your pelvis falling forwards here, so draw it in and up for me. Good. Keep that pelvis drawn in and up, engage the core, and let your head go heavy into your hands. Bring one leg up into tabletop. So from here we're going to do a switch. So go deep into the core and switch. Now we're working from the hips, not from the knees. So notice the angle at my knees stays the same. And I'm working from my hips. Good. My head's relaxed into my hands, my abdominals are working nice and hard, and I'm breathing. Good, keep that going. Keep that tailbone pulled slightly round so you're not putting too much strain in your lower back. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Place that foot down, place the other foot down and rest. Let those elbows pull back slightly. Have a little stretch out through the front of the chest. Lovely. And then come up. Now curl a little bit higher this time. So don't pull on the back of the head. Use these muscles here and draw the rib cage down. Still pull your tailbone around slightly for me. That would be great. Bring your right knee up. Take a breath in. Breathing out, draw the knee in and twist towards that knee and then come back to center. And then twist towards that knee and come back to center. Breathe out and in. And as you do that, my right elbow, I'm stretching away. Okay. So twisting left elbow towards right knee. And then my right elbow, I stretch it away. 2 more. Stretch it away. Last one. Stretch it away. Good. And then place that foot down. And again, little stretch back. Upper abdomen was getting a nice workout. And then come back up and curl, 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 curl. Bring the left leg up and same again. Stretch the left elbow away. Stay curled up. Draw the knee and elbow together. If you can't touch them, that's fine. Good twist and stretch. Push that left elbow back. Breathe. And again. Good. Working those upper abdominals. Lovely. 3 more. 2 more. Curl. Last one. And rest. Place that foot down. Have a final stretch back. Now let the rib cage go, and also let your lower back here, let the pelvis forward. Get that lovely stretch in your digestive system. Wait over Christmas if you eat a bit too much. Stretch that back. That's nice. Now curl up for me. So you can either roll sideways off of your hedgehog and come into a sitting position, or you can lengthen your legs. Press your thighs in and then peel yourself off your hedgehog. Have a stretch forwards if you're here. And then relax. So let's slide your hedgehog round to the side and let's bring you all the way safely down to the floor. So with your dome here forwards to back and the flat sides to the side of your body, I want you to lift your bottom and pass your hedgehog underneath your lower back and your pelvis. Now, if this is too deep into your back, you can see my pelvis starts to fall forwards. This is what I don't want to happen, okay? I need your pelvis to be slightly tilted upwards. So if I move my hedgehog towards my feet slightly, you can see although this is giving my back support, my pelvis is slightly tilted upwards. It isn't falling over the dome of my hedgehog. So if you find that your lower back is niggling you, it's probably because your hedgehog is too deep. So just bear that in mind for me, okay? So hands down by the side of your body, get those shoulders nice and relaxed. Take one leg up into the air and then the other leg up into the air. And if you usually struggle with this, you'll find that using the hedgehog underneath your hips makes this a lot easier, lot easier. Okay, so we're going to do simple leg circles. Right leg first, down towards the floor. Stretch the left leg up, circle round towards your nose and then back. Now your left leg, take it down towards the floor, circle out to the left. Careful not to tilt over to the left. Round towards your nose and back. Keep the leg straight as you can. Right leg, drop, circle round towards you and back. Left leg, drop, circle round towards you and back. And right leg, drop, circle round towards you and back. And left leg, drop, circle round towards you and back. Good. Now let's take those legs wide. Make sure they stay over your hips for me. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to flex the feet. We're going to pulse 1, 2, 3. Come up, point the toes, pull it in towards you and draw into that lower tummy and take yourself back over the hips. Take them wide and flex. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and squeeze up, point the toes, draw in towards you, try to keep the backs of these legs straight, and then over your hips. Let's go wide and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze up, and then over towards you, and back. Last one, let's go wide and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squeeze up, and then towards you, and then back. Okay, now we're going to take the legs away, but you only go as far as your body will allow you to go. I don't want your ribs popping up. So you drop your legs away, you flex your feet, you go wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle round and back down. Then go wide, flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle round, and then back down, and hold. Go wide, flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep flex, circle around, and then back down, and hold. Let's go wide, flex. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle wide, and back down. One more, I think. Hold, and flex it wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, circle all the way round and back. Right knee to chest, left leg, drop it down. Really stretch that left leg away. And can you see I'm on a slight diagonal line? If I go too far down, then my knee wants to bend and my quad switched off. So keep that quad switched on, draw the right knee in and switch. And switch. Switch and stretch. Switch and stretch. Good. Switch and stretch. Switch and stretch. Lovely. And again. Switch and stretch. Switch and stretch. Good. 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And draw both knees in. Hug into your chest for me. Lovely. Really nice. Okay, let's bring those feet down one at a time. Let's lift the hips, slide the hedgehog towards your feet. Roll down through the spine. That feels nice in the back. And now we're going to bring our feet onto the top of our hedgehog. So bring your feet so they're comfortably close to your bottom. Not too far away, because if your hedgehog is all the way out here somewhere, then you won't get a good bridge and your hamstrings will have to work a bit too hard. Puts a bit of strain on the knees a bit as well. So come comfortably close, hands down. So by having the feet slightly raised, it means we tend to get a slightly higher bridge. Okay, so you get a little bit more extension and the hamstrings are working hard, but you'll get a little bit higher before they tire. So hands down, tuck your tailbone towards you, breathe in. Push your feet into your hedgehog and roll yourself up into your bridge. Lift up through those hips, open your chest. Really squeeze your bottom for me. Lovely. Arms up and over. Thumbs pointing to the floor. Stretch the arms away, breathing in. Breathing out now, roll down through your spine. Make use of that lift in your feet to really stretch into that back. Draw your tailbone round, roll your lower spine in, and then bring your arms up and over. Let's try that again. Tuck your tailbone, breathe in. Breathing out, rolling up into your bridge. Press up through those hips, stretch out through those knees, open through the chest. Breathing in, arms up and over, the thumbs pointing to the floor. Stretch the arms away, so let the shoulders come with you, and then roll down. Keep stretching the arms away, get that great stretch in your spine. Try to keep your hips stable, draw your tailbone around, so you get into your lower back. And then come over. Let's do one more. Tuck your tailbone, breathe in. Breathing out, roll up. And take a breath in whenever you need to. Opening that chest, pressing up, get that bottom really working, breathing in, stretching up. Breathing out and over, thumbs pointing towards the floor for me. Good. Stretch the arms away and let's roll down through that spine. Good, pull your tailbone underneath you. Good, release the pelvis and let's bring those arms down. Let's draw one knee in, then the other knee into your chest. Give your knees a nice little hug and a little rock side to side into the lower back will be great. Lovely. Very nice. Fabulous. Okay, let's bring those feet down to the floor. Move your hedgehog away from underneath your feet for me. Turn onto your side and then gently let's bring you up. Okay, so let's come on to all fours now. So we want your seesaw to be going side to side. Flat surface up, side to side. We're just going to do a little bit of work in our bent knee plank, okay? So you're going to bring your forearms down onto the hedgehog, and actually your forearms are a little bit more challenging than your hands. Hands are a little bit easier to do, okay? But let's go with forearms. Let's see how we go. Let's have your knees underneath your hips and then tuck your toes under. Now, if you can't tuck your toes, what you can do is that you can put a rolled towel underneath the front of your feet and leave your feet flat to do this, but your feet need to have a towel underneath, okay? If you can tuck your toes under, that would be ideal. Okay, look at your knees for me. Brace your core, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, let's float those knees half an inch off the floor and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest the knees down. Take the weight out of the shoulders. Let's do that again. So look down at the knees, pull your belly button to spine and half an inch if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the knees. Take the weight out of the shoulders, lovely. And one more. See if you can get just a whisper off the floor this time. Just off the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Unravel those toes. Move your hedgehog forwards. Let's have a little stretch back. Very nice. That's good. Lovely. And then gently uncurl. So let's just do a little bit on our side. We can squeeze this in. So bring your hedgehog to your right side, seesawing side to side, and place your right hip on the hedgehog. Elbow underneath the shoulder, legs long, hips nicely stacked up for me, okay? Now we're all slightly different in terms of the length of our body and the length of your legs. You need to get to a position where you can take both feet off the floor. If you find that hard, then you may need to move your body slightly up. Please don't let this happen, okay? Let the elbow be underneath, nice and open here. If you're a bit wobbly, fingertips on the floor. If not, legs, hand here. Both legs off. Take a breath in. Breathing out, top leg comes up, flexes down. It points up, flexes down. Don't collapse here in the waist. Flex up, points down, flex up, point down. One more. Flex up, point down. Flex forwards, point back. Flex forwards, point back. So what you don't, you're going to move a little bit in the upper body, but not too much. Flex forwards, point back. 2 more. If you need to put that bottom leg down, that's fine. Last one, flex forwards and point back. And then rest. Soften the knees, relax it off for me. Gently split the legs. Have a stretch round on that supporting arm. Lovely. Stay in this mermaid position. So my right leg is in front of me, like my left leg is behind me. I bring my hedgehog forwards. So my dome is this way up. I place it in front of me. Let me move back a bit so you can see. I place it in front of me here. I bring my arms up and over. Place my hands on top of my hedgehog. And then I round my spine and pull my spine away from my hedgehog. Then round the spine, pull it away. And then all the way up to the ceiling. Big circle behind. And one more. All the way up and over, hands on my hedgehog. And I round my spine away. Good. And then I uncurl. Lovely. Okay, let's unravel the legs. Let's now go on to the other side. So, left side, hedgehog going side to side. Remember, that's important. Bring your left hip on. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Both legs long. So we're not collapsing here, remember. And we're lifting here. Can you get both legs off? Okay, are you ready? Flex up. Point down. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. Good. Flex up, point down. Flex up, point down. Flex up. Two more. Keep up. Flex up, point down. Last one. Flex up, point down. Now, flex forwards, point back. Flex forwards, point back, flex forwards, point back. Keep uplifted, flex forwards, point back. Good. Flex forwards, stretch that bottom leg. Two more. Flex forwards, point back, flex forwards, point back, and come to center. Relax and soften. Split the legs. Slide off, left arm round, have a stretch. Good, come into mermaid position here. Left leg in front of you, bring your hedgehog forwards, dome uppermost. Stretch up and over, big circle. Bring your hands on top of your hedgehog. Now round your spine away and tuck your chin to your chest. Stretching that upper back. And a bit into your lower back and your hips, and then all the way up and circle behind you. And again, stretch all the way up and over. Hands on your hedgehog, round your spine away. Lovely. And then gently uncurl. Great. Okay, so let's bring our hedgehog here with dome this way. And let's sit our bottom on our hedgehog. Let's have our feet together and our knees apart. Nice tall spine for me. Lovely. Bring your hands forward. Keep your spine long, so we're not rounded here. Shoulder blades into the back. Hold your feet or your ankles, whichever. And I want you to do a movement through the hips. So notice it's not my whole body going. I'm just working through the hips and the lower back. I'm counteracting that with my upper body and my core. And we just do a little flutter, side to side. It's good for releasing the hips and the lower back. And then gently come to center. Now I'm going to round my spine, soften my elbows and try to bring my nose towards my toes. That's good. And then gently uncurl. Take my legs out wide and I'm going to shuffle my bottom back a little bit on my hedgehog so I don't fall off. Arms come up, thumbs point to the ceiling, round to the right, pulse, 2, 3 and center. Round to the left, hold shoulders down, 2, 3 and center. And again, round to the right, 1, 2, 3 and center, and round to the left. 1, 2, 3 and center. Lovely. Bring your right hand down to the inside of your right leg and let's stretch over. Left hand pointing to your toes. Look underneath your armpit. Push your hips down into your hedgehog And then slowly come up. Left hand on the inside of the left leg. Let's come over, look underneath your armpit. Good. And let's come all the way up. Good, relax the arms, bring the legs in. Let's stretch forwards to your toes. Good. And then slowly uncurl. Well done, everybody. Well done. Give yourself a big clap.